Hello, everybody. We are joined by Kat and Stevie. How are you guys? Thank you so much for coming.
Fantabulous.
Amazing. Thank you for having us, Anna.
Of course. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So let's start off. We're going to start off with Stevie, and then we will work our way over to Miss Kat. But tell us a little bit about yourself and what you guys do in the industry.
Well, hey, my name is Stevie Mack. I'm a comedian and actor. I've been in over 75 different commercials. The highlight of my career has been the Justin Timberlake music video, Can't Stop the Feeling. Got over 1 billion views. And you can see me dancing in front of the barbershop and all over LA in that one. And you know what? I've been in the Upright Citizens Brigade, Groundlings, been doing damn thing, host a plethora of comedy shows. Because I've been doing comedy for 30 years. Got my start at the world famous Comedy Store in LA. My residency with my one-man show, Diary of a Crackhead, at the Hollywood Improv. And I met Kat doing a show here in Hollywood. We was brainstorming and talking about how we need to increase the peace, because we know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. So Blasian is a word that's already out there. That means Black and Asian. And we just said, Blasian hot comedy show, baby. That's Black and Asian. It's hot, and it's going to teach you the diversity between our two cultures and also the similarities, and leave you with a sense of peace after each episode. And the first one is coming up December 9th. We're going to be taping it at the Hollywood Sunset Grill, which is infamous for rock bands. In fact, Don Henley wrote a song about it. Like, here it goes. No, I'm not going to do the song, but yeah, there's that in a nutshell.
Ready. Awesome. And then Kat, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do in the industry?
Awesome. How can I follow up with that? Yes, awesome. This is my amazing co-host, oh my gosh. I'm Kat, as I mentioned before. I'm an actress and a stand-up comedian. I got into performing arts since I was a kid. I always have huge passion for comedy. People said, oh, the best comedy comes from reality and tragedy. I think of being an actor, if you can do comedy, you can do everything. You definitely can do drama. So I would say, yes, comedy is definitely number one, my passion right now. So thank you for having us. I was so excited to kick off this show with you guys as well.
I'm very excited to ask you guys some questions. And honestly, I'm very excited for you guys to be having this show coming out. That's crazy. That's just around the corner. How are you guys?
It's just around the corner. How are they going to do it? Wait and see. We get down with the get down. You got to have some impetus and some fire. But they say you got to have a fire in the belly, and you got to have that drive and stamina and determination. That's what drove me toward Kat. I see that she has that drive, stamina, and determination to make it happen, Captain. And when two birds of a feather get together, we're going to soar. We're going to fly, baby, fly. And she's like you have the funny man, you have the straight man, but they're both funny. That's how Kat and I are. We have this push and pull dynamic. I'm way up here and she's right here, and we meet and go, hey, yeah. Like when two great tastes come together.
That's amazing. How long have you guys known each other?
2 days. No, I'm kidding. Actually, it's only been a month so far. I met Kat before I was heading up to do my show in Big Bear, California, and I had a great opportunity to talk with her for a long time then, because that long drive from here to Big Bear, she was like, do you have to go? I'm like, no, I'm turning a bunch of mountain corners. Let's talk, because ain't nothing else to do.
What do you guys think would be a common misconception when it comes to comedy? And I'm really curious to hear your answers in regards to this, but what do you think that people commonly think that maybe comedy should be, or maybe comedy isn't? What do you think would be a common misconception?
Before I answer that, I want to say that the reality of how long we've known each other, it's like you can meet somebody, but you've known them 1,000 years already. We know the same people. We had just never met. And so we've same social circles. So the biggest misconception about comedy right now going is that every comic has to have this tragedy going in their life in order for them to be funny. Every comic has to have the blues when they're off stage. And that's what our reality show is going to show. No, everybody in our show has a life away from the stage, and you're going to get to see that. And it's not some depressive laying on the couch of the psychiatrist or about to jump off a bridge. That's my take on it. What about you, Kat?
Yes, definitely. So we're still kind of finalize our cast, but I think we just mentioned about this. We think we want to take different takes about the whole world of comedians. I think last week I did a show. This comedian went up the stage. She said, "People think about comedian, they're a bunch of homeless people, like just making fun." So there are lots of comedians, like struggling artists are not attractive anymore. If you cannot manage your life, then you cannot be a successful comedian. So we're gonna take our story to different level. Yes.
I love it. Yeah, you don't have to be homeless and struggling to be.
Yeah, struggling artists are not attractive.
It's not attractive anymore.
Yeah. We want to like, showcase the good side, the positive side of artists, right?
We're successful and we're funny.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
What could you want at that point, right?
Well, and that's one thing my friend was telling me. He goes, "Stevie, you don't really have to do comedy. You're a homeowner. I got $1 million house. Like, I'm married. I got the money. I got a retirement account. I mean, I don't have to do this because I have everything that you would be struggling or striving for." But he said, "There's something in you. It's a call. It's calling you. And so this is why we're here, because we have a calling. It's something in us that drives us to do this. A passion for it."
And I love that you're not getting complacent with anything. Like you said, you have everything that you could need in order to survive and be happy and continue to even, be successful. But what I love is that you're still hungry and that you're still creating and that you're still striving and curating connections. And even with you and Kat, you guys haven't known each other for that long, but I think it's amazing what you guys have been able to birth creatively, intellectually. Imagine what you guys will be able to accomplish within a few years together. You guys are really a power team here.
Exactly. And we both help other comics. Like, I have the Stevie Mack show that I produce, and I bring other comics and musicians and stuff on. I have a funk band and all that. She has several comedy shows. She's bringing comics on stage. We're both pulling comics up, as opposed to trying to step on their heads.
Yes, we just mentioned about that. I think lots of people think artists trying to compete each other here in Hollywood a lot, because I think they're struggling. Everyone trying to just say, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna step you down so I can get my opportunity." I think, like Steven mentioned about it, we both are like this kind of artists. We want to help other artists as well, because we understand, coming from the perspective of struggling artists, it's hard. Instead, compete with each other, we're not supporting each other, helping each other out, and you give other people opportunities. I think there are enough pies, so everyone can have share of pie instead of competing with each other. I always believe the universe is gonna give you more opportunity if you're being kind and generous to other people. So
definitely, I agree
too. I think that there's no need to sit and try to compare yourself to others or step on that literally takes too much time. If you just gave somebody a compliment, because chances are you could find something about somebody to compliment at some point, you really can. So more than likely within reason.
Yeah, even if it's a backhanded compliment. I like the way your feet popping out them shoes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I think every artist should be unique way, because like sometimes you heard a lot of comedians being very kind of self-sabotaging, because I think of comedians, like people think comedians are so miserable, depressed, because lots of comedians are very kind of self-sabotaging. I understand it's very competitive, very hard work for lots of people, but I think you just need to be a bit more open-minded, right? And then you are unique in your own way. You don't have to compete with others. If you are good at what you do, you're always gonna shine.
That's right.
Exactly. I want to talk a little bit more about the reality show. Can you guys give us a little bit more detail? It seems like this is an up and coming project that's in the works, and I'm really curious with comedy and a reality show, because that to me just sounds like it is the perfect recipe. I was telling Kat earlier, I love comedy. Stand-up comedy is like one of my favorite things. I will literally take time to myself and I'll do like my at-home workout. I don't listen to music. I will just put on Netflix and just watch any stand-up comedy that I can find. I personally am a big fan and I love it very much. So, and I also love reality TV. My mom and I love Beverly Hills, like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's our favorite show to watch together. So I think it's a great combo. Tell us as much as you guys can about what you're anticipating in terms of this reality show, because I think it's brilliant.
Well, we can only tell you so much because we can't let all the cats out the bag. Ain't that right, Cat? So this is basically what we'll tell you. is that it's a reality series that documents the life of these comics in a good way. Basically, that's it. You'll get to see them perform on stage, but you also get to see some of their life away from the stage, and you'll leave with a good feeling. It's a feel-good thing, baby. Ain't gonna be no fighting, mic grabbing and choking each other with the mic stand. Nothing like that. Because we're trying to increase the peace. That's what this is about, really. See the symbol on my ring?
Mhm.
That's the same symbol you see on the poster behind Cat right there. That's a African Ndinka symbol, which means God is all powerful. And right next to her on the other side is a Chinese symbol that says love. So basically, this is what we're putting out there. We're putting out there love, peace, and happiness in a funny way. So, you're going to get to laugh, but increase the peace at the same time. We throwing love bullets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good enough. We're gonna eliminate the word bullets out of it. That's an oxymoron. Huh? Love and bullets. We're throwing love bombs. No bombs can't put love pillows. We're having a pillow fight of love, baby.
Sprinkling love.
Yeah. Especially, I think for right now, it's great timing to put on those kind of contents out, because I think lots of people came out like pandemic, felt depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need lots of positivity and love out there. I think there are lots of hatred. As you guys know, what happened, 2020, all the Black Lives Matter and the Stop Asian Hate. You can see so much hate out there. So we just want to talk. We want to stay away from the hate and focus on love instead.
That's right.
That's beautiful. And I think that you guys are really, really a great duo yet again. And I think that that's awesome that you guys are promoting comedy, love, and peace, because we just need more laughter in this world, point blank period. So I think it's great that you guys are utilizing all of what we need, rolling it into one.
Well, they say laughter is the best medicine, and we're dishing it out by the spoonful. We're gonna heal the world one joke at a time. And basically, laughter is the best medicine, and it's been medically proven that it raises your serotonin levels and increases your leptins, whatever that is, something good.
I've heard it too, and I believe you. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and speaking with us today.
Thank you for the interview. And also one last thing I will say, instead of go seeing the therapist, just come to see comedy. So
exactly.
Yeah. And our handles are hashtag Blasian Hot. That's BLASIAN HOTCOMEDY, Blasian Hot Comedy. And it's Blasian Comedy on Twitter. And I'm Stevie Mack, comic Stevie Mack on Twitter, and Stevie Mack 1, the number 1 on Instagram. You want to give me your handle, Kat?
Yes, my Instagram handle is official Catsy, or Cross is also official Catsy. I don't really check my Twitter. I guess I'm like the new generation.
She checks it now.
I check check my Twitter once a month. I check Instagram every 5 seconds. So
she'll be checking it daily now.
Yeah. It's all about a gram.
Yeah. Our management team is on us about checking it daily. So we got the Blasian Hot Comedy Twitter, we got the Blasian Hot Comedy Instagram, and the show, man, it's gonna be off the chain. We got some comics who are up and coming and some comics who are already famous.
Well, thank you guys so much on behalf of Hey Han and on behalf of the LA Note. I want to say thank you again. Best of luck.
Before we close out on 3, can we all say Blasian Hot Comedy? 1, 2, 3. Blasian Hot Comedy!